Hi there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Capital A Trading. Welcome to a whole new type of video, how to catch a trade. I'm going to show you the basics of what I do, how I break down the charts, how I go about tackling the week's opportunities. So again, what you're about to see is a trade that was mentioned last week on the Forex Weekly. It was updated on a daily basis in my Discord channel, and now by Friday, we're in a good opportunity, a good position. So again, if you take trades, if you take investments, hit that subscribe button in the bottom right corner. Stay up to date with the channel. Stay up to date with the Forex Weeklies out every Sunday. If you haven't already got access to my Discord channel, do so now. Send me an email to capitalatrading@hotmail.com and I'll be happy to send the link straight back. With that being said, if you want to learn more, if you want to take your trading further, check out my website www.capitalatrading.co.uk. Now what you're about to see is two clips from last week's and the week before's Forex Weeklies, where I was talking about the AUDNZD. Then I'm going to show you how I saw the little signs and all the little hints that got me to the good opportunity. Let's go.
Last but not least, I just want to talk about this AUDNZD. Now, what we've got here on the daily, what my arrow is signaling, that we've had a structure break. We've had the bears get involved, push the market down, and they've gone lower than where the last structure piece was. So now, what I'm looking for, from what I know, what happens after these structure breaks is price will go and retest the area where the structure break came from. As I go onto this 4-hour time frame, there is a very good looking scenario, something that I've seen many times. It looks like a clear contract has been left there, and they will need to come back up, interact with this area around the 107,700 to the 107,800, and then hopefully we can see price heading to the downside. Target wise, I'll be looking to see it wipe out this low down here, maybe at the 10600 mark. So keep an eye on that. That's the AUDNZD. Start on the AUDNZD. This was one of my main focuses last week. It was around this area. I spoke about some of the things that you could see, some of the impacts in the chart you can see, which led up to this movement here. And all it was, for those who don't know, there's been a little structure break. So as you can see how price has been moving up for ages since the start of the year. And the bears have not really been able to fight back. So the bear candles have not really come back and broken an area which was previously manipulated by the bulls. Now here, you can see the bears have stepped in. They've took control from this point here, and they've now got the energy to go down and break the structure. That's what that arrow was signaling. It meant that something happened here, price returned to it, and on Friday, there was a little movement down. So what I'm looking for this week is I just want to see price come back towards that area that I spoke about with the gap around the 107,800. Let me see you interact with that area again, maybe slightly below, maybe around the 107,700, and then continue that monstrous push to the downside. So that's going to be the AUDNZD. For those of you who haven't, that was updated inside my Discord channel. Okay, so that was what was previously said on the AUDNZD on my Forex Weeklies. What I'm going to do now is kind of show you the bigger picture and how the opportunity came about. I'm looking at the monthly time frame here on the AUDNZD, and the first thing I want to determine is it's very, very bearish. It's being controlled by the bears. It's heading down. It's been heading down since 2011, 2010, around about that time. So I don't think that that will stop anytime soon. It's been doing it for 12 years, and it's now back in an area where the selling positions are back on. So as I break down the time frames, again, this weekly picture here, you can see how price has been making movements down, heading back to the point of where it came from and pushing again, making a movement down from here. And as you can see, price coming back and just hitting some key areas. So I like the area it was in. I like the fact that it was struggling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, around 7 to 8 weeks in this area at that 10800. And then, as you can see, we start to get price struggling. I believe it's actually playing from that blue candle there. If you look at the base of it, it's hitting into it and showing me signs of struggle. Then I move on to the daily time frame and I look at other sort of things that would happen. And this is a structure break. So what I want you to look at here is if you look at the bulls pushing price up, the blue candles, and then the bears, which are the black candles, pushing price back down, you will notice that they never get to go back and beat a previous area. So for example, they were here. This next candle couldn't go back down lower. Here, so on and so on. The bears are struggling to gain any type of strength. So when they do have some strength pumped into the market, you're going to know From this area here is where they've started to manipulate it and turn the market around. How do I know? Because price has finally broken that structure I was talking about here, with this body closing lower. And if you're not sure, you can check the line chart and it will show you, yep, there's definitely been some power pumped in this area. The only way structure could have broke was if the market makers stepped in at this point here and manipulated it to flush the price down. So the next thing that will happen is they will come back to that area, manipulate out of their contracts, and then continue bringing the price down in what can now be classed as a bearish environment, where we can look to see them walking down the stairs like this way. So again, be aware of these opportunities, be aware of the areas, be aware of all the little hints and clues that the market makers leave. And of course, be patient. You're going to catch on to trading opportunities like this. Now, again, as we saw in that second clip, I spoke about this area here and how I wanted to see price get back to it this week and start to struggle again because of the stairwell, because I know something was left here untouched throughout the week. So again, last week, that was the picture I had. I knew something was there. I knew they had to come back and interact with it. And as you can see on Friday, they have, and they've started to make their push down. So again, be aware of these opportunities and do make sure you catch on to the Forex Weeklies out every Sunday.
Thanks for watching again. That was the AUDNZD. That was how to catch a trade. Just a few of the clues that I talk about, how you can spot the opportunities before they arise. So again, if you want to take your trading further, check out my website, www.capitalatrading.co.uk. Lots of cool features on there, and of course, you can read more about my mentorship program. Before I go, hit that subscribe button in the bottom right corner. Stay up to date with the channel. Make sure you catch the Forex Weekly out every Sunday. And if you haven't already, get access to that Discord by sending me an email to capitalatrading@hotmail.com. Have a great trading week.